Bag secured. I got my big box of dates. There's the store. Okay, so both of my grocery trips have been completed. I feel officially prepared. The last thing that I really need to do is I need to meal prep. And so I found a good potato recipe. I'm gonna prepare the potatoes for my breakfast burritos. So that'll be the next thing I'm gonna do after I put all this away. Okay, I was gonna change, but can we get a moment for the abaya without the sweatshirt on? It is so cute. And I know it's kind of a little wrinkly on the bottom, but either way, I'm wearing a red shirt underneath this, and that probably is ruining the vibe. But anyway, I just think this is really cute. Maybe I'll wear it for Eid, who knows? Alhamdulillah, I just made it home from my adventures. Just to fill you in, in case I didn't fill in the holes earlier, I went and I hung out with a Muslim sister. I have this revert Muslim group chat that I keep up with, and someone just sent out and said, hey, I'm wondering if anybody wants to watch the sunset with me for iftar and get food with me after. And I said, sure. And I'd never hung out with her before. And she is the sweetest. Inshallah, I hope I get to hang out with her again. And while we were having food, I think I filmed it. We ordered our food and both of us were wearing a hijab. And one of the staff members was like, did you fast today? Are you fasting? Are you fasting? And I was a little thrown off by the question. I was like, yeah. And then later on, after we sat down with our food, he came out and he brought us some Coca-Cola in the glass bottles. And he's like, this is on the house. This is just for you. And we're like, oh, thank you. That was so sweet. And then later after that, he came out again and he was like, I made you guys some mint tea also. And oh my gosh, that mint tea was so good. It was warm. It was really sweet. It had really big mint leaves in it. It was, oh, alhamdulillah, it was so good. And then he asked where we're from. And it's so funny because whenever I wear a hijab, that's the only time anybody ever asks me where I'm from. Because as soon as the headscarf is off, it's pretty obvious that I'm just a, good old white lady. But anyway, he was Palestinian. And so whenever I meet a Palestinian, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. So it was just, he was so generous. He was so sweet. And he said, oh, we hope to see you again soon and whatever. So it was just such a good energy, and the Muslim sister I hung out with was so sweet. But this was just such a good Saturday. Very productive. I had a very productive, good day at home. I cleaned, I feel meal prepped, I feel ready for when I actually get to start fasting, inshallah. And it ended on a really sweet note with, a good time with a new friend, and that business that we went to for iftar was just amazing. Very good service. So anyway, I hope to take you with me on more of my, Ramadan days as long as I'm up for filming and everything. So inshallah, I'll keep you guys updated. I look like an egg. Okay, good morning everybody. Assalamu alaikum. I just finished sorting these potatoes into bags. So yesterday I cooked these potatoes. I did a light cook so that they're slightly underdone. And then I'm gonna pop them in the freezer. I put some parchment paper between. I made a total of 10 servings for suhoor. This is my first time making breakfast burritos for suhoor. Oh my gosh, I totally ruined this. Oh well. So honestly, I just ate that chicken salad wrap. There's 2 of them. And now I feel so I don't know. I don't know if I recommend it. I think I maybe just ate too much. Okay, by the way, this is not something I normally eat for suhoor. I'm just eating at 5 a.m. just to get into the rhythm, even though I found out I can't fast this morning, but what I did. I opened it upside down. There's no proper way to close it. So I just watched the sunrise and I was listening to, I think it's called like Morning Adhkar. They have it all over YouTube. I was listening to the one by Mufti Menk. But yeah, it's kind of a nice, peaceful way to start my day. I'm thinking about just sleeping for a few more hours before I officially wake up for the day. But yeah, it's kind of nice to just like have like a slow and paced breakfast. I'm definitely gonna plan to wake up at 5 a.m. when I actually get to fast, inshallah. Okay, so it's now 11 a.m. and I updated my car insurance. I made a doctor's appointment, so I'm already like up and at 'em. I'm feeling kind of productive, even though I woke up at 11, but whatever. It's my day off. I do what I want. So I was struggling to figure out like a gym outfit because I really wanted to get moving at the gym, and I also just wanted to try like a hijabi level modest outfit for the first time in a while. So this is what I put together. I don't know. I finally found my black jersey hijab, which is great. It's a miracle, alhamdulillah, because I was struggling to find it. I searched all through my room and I couldn't find it. And then when I was like, you know, finding some things in my car, like I pulled this one scarf from my car, and then that's where the black scarf was too. And I was like, oh, like it was, oh my gosh, alhamdulillah. I was so happy. So I finally have my black jersey hijab, which I heard was good for the gym. It's not like a designated gym one, like I didn't get it from Gymshark or something. So we'll see if it's like any good. But I'm wearing a Rook long sleeve, and then I'm wearing these pants. The pants that I'm wearing underneath are actually part of like this one-piece set from TikTok shop, but the only modest part is like the knee down, so that's just a layering piece. And then I was trying to like tie around my waist with this, like to cover my butt and whatever, but then I saw like the bodysuit part in the front, like the onesie part, and it looked really weird. And then I had this epiphany. I was like, oh, I could just use part of my burkini, because my burkini has this skirt that's like part of the three-piece set. And honestly, I think it works. I think it works because look, it's like full coverage. Everything's loose. I mean, my shirt's kind of tight, but then I use my jersey hijab to just kind of like cover the front. And then it's also, oh, that's my bed, also going to cover the back. So we'll see. I'm planning on doing some upper body today because I did legs last time, and honestly, I feel like my legs are still kind of recovering. But yeah, so we'll see. Okay, now that I'm actually supposed to go to the gym, I feel really nervous to dress like this. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm scared. Okay, so guess what? I told myself no excuses, and I decided to change my outfit. And it's still just as modest. Here, I'll show you. Here's my new outfit. It's a little more masculine, but it's something that I'm used to wearing at the gym anyway. The only difference really is just my headscarf. So I suddenly feel confident again. I think I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna gather my things and I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do a back and by day. Okay, so I just finished at the gym, alhamdulillah. Like I said, I just did some upper body, mostly back and by. I did one core exercise. So I have some thoughts just about like dressing modestly at the gym. Like I said, like this is how I dressed. I wore a long sleeve with a jacket and cargo pants. So at first, I'm not gonna lie, at first when I got there, the moment that I stepped in, I didn't even feel like uncomfortable in being perceived like this. I honestly thought it was fine. Also, the gym like wasn't too busy. So it was not intimidating for that reason, like appearance wise. But then, as I was working out, I kind of kept having to like adjust my hijab or making sure that like, you know, it's not like all the way back like this, that like, you know, it's like forward enough. I just need some hijab pins, honestly. So like the constant adjustment was like a little uncomfortable. And then I also was just kind of like, I felt less motivated. I was like, I don't know. I don't really like it. But then, as I progressed in my workout and I like kept like chugging along, I honestly kind of grew to like it in a way, which surprised me because this is something I struggle with personally. Like, I've never liked dressing modestly at a gym. Like, I just like dressing in a way that's more freeing in a way. And I think like what it comes down to is the fact that I don't have proper modest athletic wear that's equally freeing as it is modest. Like, I don't have to worry about adjusting it, or like I won't get too hot and things like that. Like, the right athletic clothing for a Muslim woman exists. I just need more of it, honestly. So to me, it was kind of a wake-up call. With that being said, I started out not liking it, and then I grew to like it. Like, I started looking in the mirror, like, especially me with like my black jersey hijab. This is actually my first time wearing my black jersey hijab in public ever. I really like how it looked. I really liked it, and I kind of like the vibe that it gave me. So I'm pleasantly surprised, but like I said, I'm actually like overheating as we speak. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna dress down, and I'm just gonna dress immodestly because I'm just gonna be at home because I am actually really, really hot right now. It's way hotter outside than I thought it was. Also, something else of note that I just wanted to bring up is that alhamdulillah, like, I've been so on top of it when it comes to avoiding music. So at the gym, I was just listening to a sequence of lectures from Omar Suleiman. He is putting out the 30 for 30 series. I think it's the 7th season this year or something. It comes out every day, or I think every day of Ramadan at 3 p.m. my time. And I just love the lectures, and I love the guests he brings on, and it really draws me in. And I don't like every single Islamic lecture that I listen to, but that's actually been like something that I've really been focusing on. And his lectures, mashallah, like, they distract me from music or internet gossip or like a lot of the things that I'm used to consuming on my phone. And it gets me focused on what really matters. And it's okay. So I have since showered and eaten my dinner. I'm now preparing some chia seed pudding for tomorrow morning, because I'm pretty sure at this point that I'm gonna get to fast, alhamdulillah. I was looking for cinnamon to put into here, because I think, like, I've tried just the milk and chia seeds and it doesn't taste very good. But I found pumpkin pie spice, which is ground cinnamon, ground ginger, ground nutmeg, and ground cloves. So I'm about to make some pumpkin spice chia seeds. We'll see how that goes. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. I just finished preparing my suhoor. I have some electrolytes in here, so it's water with a pinch of salt and a splash of lemon juice. Got my chia pudding that I made from last night, some cucumber, and then it's an omelet with 2 eggs and taco meat in it with a fried tortilla, because I cannot eat eggs without eating a tortilla with it. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. See ya. Okay, by the way, I just tried my pumpkin spice chia seed pudding, and it's so good. It's a banger. So good, alhamdulillah. Okay, so forgive me for not looking the most presentable. I'm literally just wearing a hoodie. I look like a gingerbread man. But I just had to like throw this out there that I have completed my first fast of Ramadan. And I went to visit my friend, I went to visit my friend after work, and she's a Muslim. She's a born Muslim. She's lived in Egypt for many years. Now she lives here with me in California. And when I was talking to her about my Ramadan, about how everything went, about like what time I, had my suhoor, she stopped me and she's like, wait, when did you have your suhoor? And then I fully thought that I could eat and drink until sunrise, but really I forgot that you could only eat and drink until the minute that Fajr starts. And so I got really embarrassed because I fasted incorrectly today. Since I didn't know, alhamdulillah, or since I, forgot, my fast still counts, inshallah. I'm gonna ask God for forgiveness immediately, but yeah, so words to the wise, the minute that Fajr starts, the minute that prayer starts, you have to put down your drink, put down your food, and you have to start praying. So, yeah, I'm a little embarrassed about that, but it's part of the process and it's real, and I needed to share it with you because even after, 5 years of practicing Islam, I still make mistakes and I still slip up. So yeah, I mean, sometimes, and I forget sometimes that even though I've come really far, that I'm still a revert and I'm still solidifying the knowledge that has been presented to me these past few years when it comes to Islam. So anyway, is what it is. Okay, so I had to throw on a proper hijab and just like sit down with you to talk about this because I have to keep talking about like the real parts of Ramadan and being a revert and experiencing all of this and fasting alone and fasting in a non-Muslim country and all of that. But basically, I mean, this is my first like official fast of Ramadan and I don't feel my best. I honestly and the funny thing is that I prepared my suhoor really well and I ate all the right things and I was, alhamdulillah, like I was not hungry or thirsty at all, excuse me, the whole time that I was working. In my whole day, I went through my whole day and I was never, my tummy did not grumble, alhamdulillah, like I was not thirsty. If anything, and I kind of felt normal. But then like my colleague said one thing to me, like that I was just like I wasn't really having it. And normally like I could just like swallow it and move on, but then my tongue just went bleh. Like I just like said something back and I don't even know like where it came from. And I just like literally in the state that I was in, I had no control over my tongue and it surprised me. And I didn't say anything like too like wildly obscene or anything. Like I didn't say anything that was like HR worthy or whatever. But I just kind of said like, oh my, I was like, oh really? Like I just said like something like that. And it was just like, I can't believe I said it out loud. And I was like, oh no, like I really don't have any control over like the things that come out of my mouth. It was just like a millisecond response, just like, bleh. And then fast forward to after work when I visited my friend and she corrected me on like when I should have my suhoor. I got really embarrassed, right? And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then like when I went home and I, took like a little rinse off shower, like when I started to pray and ask for forgiveness, like after my last prayer of the night, like I started crying. Like I'm like not my emotions are already like all over the place and it's only my first day of fasting. So may God help me. And I think like that is the most difficult part of Ramadan, in my opinion, is just having control, having proper emotional regulation when your food and drink schedule is completely thrown off. In my case, I'm not having any caffeine and I normally have caffeine every day. So like that's completely thrown off. Like when basic needs such as food and water are being shifted, your brain, things happen in there. And so inshallah things will get better. And through all this suffering and all of this, like it brings me back to that verse of the Quran, with hardship comes ease. That's the English translation. And it's not after hardship comes ease. It's not, anything temporally separated between hardship and ease. It's with hardship comes ease. So I have complete trust in Allah. I'm not doubting anything about my faith. My iman is not low. The only thing that I'm feeling right now is just like a little bit of defeat, because as hard as it is to admit and as much as I don't like to say it, like this fast was hard and it makes me feel kind of dreadful of how I'm going to handle the rest of my Ramadan. So I just really need to work on building that trust with myself and building that trust with Allah that things will work out the way that they're supposed to. But I just had to come on and share that because as fun as it is to vlog and as excited as I am for this month, and granted, I am still very excited for this month, it comes with a lot of turmoil. And I remember this about the past Ramadans as well, and it's kind of coming back, experiencing it again in real time. So inshallah, things will get better, and it's all part of the plan. So don't worry about me, I'll be okay. But we just gotta roll with it, you know? That's all we can really do.